A very effective way to clear mucus from throat and lungs. Have you ever woken up in the morning with your throat feeling like it's filled with glue? You cough, you clear your throat, but that sticky mucus just won't go away. Maybe you've even felt that heavy pressure in your chest, making it difficult to breathe deeply, speak clearly, or even get a good night's sleep. It can be embarrassing when you're at work, in church, or even just trying to talk to a loved one. But every sentence is interrupted by a cough. The truth is, mucus buildup is more than just uncomfortable. It's your body signaling that something isn't right. And while most people rush to over-the-counter syrups that only give temporary relief, what if I told you that the solution is not found in a pharmacy, but in your kitchen cabinet? Yes, have been used for centuries, and now backed by modern science, they form one of the most powerful remedies for clearing mucus from the throat and lungs. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only know how to prepare this remedy, but also understand why it works so effectively, and you'll hear real-life stories that prove just how powerful it can be. Why mucus becomes a problem. Before diving into the remedy itself, it's important to understand why mucus becomes such a stubborn problem in the first place. Contrary to popular belief, mucus is not always the enemy. It actually serves as one of the body's first lines of defense. Mucus acts like a sticky net, trapping dust, allergens, bacteria, and viruses before they can reach our lungs and cause harm. On average, the human body produces about 1 to 1.5 liters of mucus per day, according to research from the American Lung Association. Most of the time, this mucus goes unnoticed because it stays thin and easily flows down the throat, keeping our airways moist and clean. However, the trouble begins when the body is fighting an infection, allergy, or irritation. During these times, the mucus becomes thicker, stickier, and harder to clear. Respiratory infections like the flu or bronchitis cause the body to produce excess mucus as part of its immune response. Allergies, whether from dust, pollen, or smoke, also lead to mucus overproduction. In fact, a 2019 study by the Journal of Respiratory Medicine reported that people with chronic respiratory conditions such as asthma and chronic bronchitis often experience significantly higher mucus buildup, leading to persistent coughing, throat congestion, and even sleep disturbances. Take the story of Blessing, a passionate school teacher who loved inspiring her students every morning. Yet, each day, she faced an embarrassing challenge. Her voice would crack, and she would constantly clear her throat as thick mucus clogged her airways. Parents began to notice, and her students sometimes giggled when her cough interrupted her lessons. She tried every over-the-counter syrup she could find, even antibiotics when her doctor thought it might be an infection. But nothing worked long-term. The cough always returned, and so did the discomfort. One evening, in desperation, she spoke with her elderly neighbor who introduced her to a natural remedy using 4 simple kitchen ingredients: ginger, black pepper, lemon, and honey. Skeptical at first but hopeful, she tried it. Within 3 days, she began to notice a difference. Her mornings were clearer, her nights more restful, and soon her teaching voice returned strong and confident. Blessing's story reflects what millions of people silently endure every day. The mucus, once a protector, had become an obstacle. But the key takeaway is this: our bodies don't always need harsh drugs to fight mucus. Sometimes, what they need is support from natural remedies that have been trusted for generations and are now backed by science. The 4 miracle ingredients. Now let's go deeper into the 4 powerful ingredients that make this remedy so effective. These are not random choices. Each one plays a unique and scientifically backed role in clearing mucus and strengthening the body. First, black pepper. At first glance, black pepper may look like nothing more than a spice to flavor food, but it's far more powerful. Black pepper stimulates circulation in the respiratory tract, helping to loosen mucus so it can be expelled more easily. The secret behind its power lies in a compound called piperine, which has been shown in studies to enhance the bioavailability of other nutrients. This means that when black pepper is combined with ginger, honey, and lemon, it amplifies their effects, making the entire mixture more potent. A 2020 study published in Critical Reviews in Food Science and Nutrition confirmed that piperine improves the absorption of essential nutrients and therapeutic compounds in the body. In other words, black pepper is like the ignition switch that makes the other ingredients work harder and faster. Second, lemon juice. When it comes to natural healing, lemon is one of the most powerful tools in your kitchen. Lemons are rich in vitamin C, which plays a crucial role in boosting the immune system, reducing inflammation, and fighting off viral infections. According to the National Institutes of Health, vitamin C has been shown to reduce the severity and duration of respiratory infections like the common cold. For someone struggling with mucus buildup caused by viral infections, lemon juice acts like a direct strike against the root cause. Picture a young mother during the rainy season, constantly battling colds and a clogged throat. By adding lemon juice to her daily routine, she not only boosts her immune system but also reduces inflammation, allowing her airways to stay clear and healthy. Third, Manuka honey. Unlike ordinary honey, Manuka honey is a medicinal powerhouse. It originates from New Zealand, where bees pollinate the Manuka bush, producing honey with extraordinary antibacterial, antiviral, and anti-inflammatory properties. A 2018 review published in Frontiers in Microbiology highlighted how Manuka honey inhibits the growth of harmful bacteria and reduces inflammation in the throat. It coats the throat like a soothing balm, calming irritation, while simultaneously making thick mucus easier to loosen and expel. Imagine a protective healing layer that not only relieves pain, but also fights off the very bacteria contributing to throat congestion. That's the unique power of Manuka honey. Fourth, ginger. And then we have ginger, a root celebrated across Asian, African, and Middle Eastern cultures for centuries. Ginger contains powerful compounds known as gingerols, which act as natural decongestants and anti-inflammatory agents. Studies published in the American Journal of Respiratory Cell and Molecular Biology have shown that ginger helps relax the airways, break down mucus, and reduce inflammation in the lungs. Think of the warming sensation you feel when sipping ginger tea during a cold. That's not just comfort, it's science at work. Ginger is literally opening up your airways and breaking down the sticky mucus that makes breathing difficult. Together, these four ingredients, black pepper, lemon, honey, and ginger, create a synergistic remedy that clears mucus, soothes the throat, boosts immunity, and restores respiratory comfort. It's nature's way of saying, healing doesn't always come from a pharmacy. Sometimes it comes from your kitchen. How to prepare them? Now that you understand the power behind these ingredients, let's talk about how to prepare this remedy and incorporate it into your daily life. The first method is as a warm, soothing drink. Begin by warming 1 cup of water, not boiling, just comfortably warm. Into the cup, add a 1/4 teaspoon of freshly grated ginger or ginger powder, followed by a pinch of black pepper, a few drops of lemon juice, and 1 teaspoon of raw Manuka honey. Stir it gently until it blends into a golden, healing drink. The warmth helps release the medicinal compounds. The ginger opens your airways. The black pepper boosts absorption. The lemon fights infection, and the honey soothes your throat. Drink this mixture twice daily, once in the morning to flush out mucus that has accumulated overnight, and once in the evening before bed to ensure a restful, congestion-free sleep. The second method is even simpler and perfect for people who may not have time to prepare a drink. Mix 1 teaspoon of Manuka honey with a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger juice or ginger powder, a pinch of black pepper, and a few drops of lemon juice. Take this spoonful directly, once in the morning and once at night. It's like a concentrated shot of healing energy, fast and effective. I recall the story of Mr. Aid, a retired banker in his 60s. For years, he battled constant chest congestion, especially at night. He would wake up gasping, coughing violently, and struggling to breathe deeply. His quality of life declined, and so did his confidence. One day, his daughter, worried for his health, prepared this remedy for him daily. Within just 3 days, he experienced his first uninterrupted sleep in months. By the end of the week, he told her that his chest felt lighter, his breathing was deeper, and his cough had almost disappeared. This simple preparation gave him back the freedom to enjoy his retirement without being controlled by mucus buildup. Stories like Mr. Aids and Blessings remind us that sometimes the answers to our health problems don't come in the form of expensive medicines, but in the simple gifts nature has provided us with all along. Recommended timing and results. When it comes to natural remedies, timing can often make the difference between mild relief and truly transformative results. This particular remedy works best when consumed at 2 critical points during the day, immediately after waking up and right before bedtime. Think about it. Overnight, while you're asleep, mucus naturally accumulates in your throat and chest. That's why many people wake up coughing, clearing their throats, or feeling like their breathing is slightly heavy in the morning. Taking this remedy first thing after waking helps flush out that built-up mucus and clears the airways, giving you a lighter, fresher start to the day. The second important time is right before going to bed. At night, the body tends to relax, but mucus buildup often worsens when lying down, leading to coughing, restlessness, or interrupted sleep. By consuming the mixture before bedtime, you prevent this problem from interfering with your rest, making it easier to breathe freely and enjoy deep, uninterrupted sleep. Take, for example, James, a father of 3 who had always struggled with seasonal allergies. He found mornings to be the hardest, his throat would be clogged, and he often had to spend several minutes coughing before he could even talk to his kids. After incorporating this simple remedy into his morning routine, he noticed within days that he no longer woke up feeling blocked or heavy in his chest. His children, who used to hear him hacking in the bathroom every morning, noticed the difference and even joked, "Dad, your morning cough is gone." At night, too, he found he could sleep without being disturbed by constant throat clearing. These are the kinds of results you can expect. Most people begin to see relief within a few days, with breathing becoming easier, throat irritation subsiding, and coughing drastically reducing. Over time, as inflammation lessens and mucus clears from the lungs, you'll feel lighter and healthier, not just temporarily better, but on the path to long-term respiratory wellness. Expert insights and scientific support. What makes this remedy truly powerful is that it isn't just based on traditional knowledge or old wives' tales. It's firmly grounded in modern science. For centuries, natural healers have sworn by the soothing properties of ginger, honey, lemon, and black pepper, and today, researchers are proving what ancient wisdom already knew. Scientific studies published by the National Library of Medicine show that ginger contains compounds called gingerols, which act as natural decongestants and expectorants. They work by breaking down thick mucus in the lungs and airways while simultaneously reducing inflammation, making it easier to breathe. Honey, too, has been validated by science. The World Health Organization even recommends honey as a natural cough suppressant, especially for children, because it is not only effective but also safe compared to many over-the-counter syrups. Manuka honey, in particular, is loaded with antibacterial and antiviral properties that soothe the throat while helping the body fight infections that often cause excessive mucus. Black pepper adds another layer of effectiveness. Containing an active compound called piperine, it stimulates circulation and helps open nasal passages, while also enhancing the absorption of the other ingredients in the remedy. This means your body isn't just taking in these natural nutrients, it's actually using them to their fullest potential. And then there's lemon, which delivers a strong dose of vitamin C, one of the most essential nutrients for strengthening immunity and reducing the duration of respiratory infections. A cup of this mixture, therefore, is more than just a soothing drink. It's like a scientifically balanced formula designed by nature itself. To bring this to life, consider the story of Anita, a school teacher who had to constantly strain her voice over her students. Years of speaking loudly left her with recurring bouts of throat irritation and mucus buildup. She tried countless cough syrups, lozenges, and even inhalers, but the relief never lasted. When she turned to this natural blend, she was skeptical at first, thinking it was just another home remedy. But after a week of consistent use, her mornings were free of throat discomfort, and she could teach for hours without feeling congested. What convinced her wasn't just how she felt, it was knowing the science behind each ingredient. She told her colleagues, "This is the first time a remedy actually feels like it's healing me, not just covering up the problem." This is the beauty of natural remedies backed by science. They unite the trustworthiness of tradition with the validation of modern research. You're not just taking someone's word for it, you're benefiting from what both history and science have proven to be effective. Now imagine this, waking up tomorrow, taking a deep, refreshing breath, and realizing that for the first time in weeks, your chest feels clear and your throat light. No more endless coughing, no more embarrassment in conversations, no more restless nights. That's the gift this simple remedy offers. It proves that nature holds answers that pharmacies often overlook. So, don't wait another day struggling with mucus buildup. Try this remedy for yourself, and when you experience the results, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with a friend, a family member, or anyone who could benefit from it. Drop a comment below telling us your experience. Like this video if you found it helpful. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you never miss another powerful natural remedy. Because sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective, and your healing may just start with 4 ingredients already sitting in your kitchen.